All right. Hello, hello. Hey, teacher. Good evening. Good afternoon. It's probably good evening for everybody. 4:13 here. Hope you're doing well. Patty, hello, hello. Um, I'm working up my nerve to sub. Oh, nice. I'm afraid I'm too old. I am taking the online course right now. Yes, good luck, Patty. That's awesome. Why not, right? And you're not too old. How can you be too old to teach? Yeah, that's a great idea. So you don't need I heard you don't need it. I was busy this morning, but you don't need a teaching certificate. What exactly do you need to be a substitute teacher? Let me ask ChatGPT. Are the requirements to be a substitute teacher in Washington State? Do I need a teaching degree? I definitely wouldn't want to be a substitute. They wouldn't want me to be one. They would kick me out after the first day. Mr. Osada, you're not allowed to talk like that to the kids. No, you don't need a teaching degree to become a substitute teacher in Washington State, but there's a couple different paths. Emergency substitute teacher. Washington allows school districts to hire people who are not trained certified teachers when they need substitutes. This is called Emergency Substitute Teacher Certificate. OSPI describes it as a limited certificate initiated by the school district. One important wrinkle: current district requirements can differ. For example, Tumwater currently lists a bachelor's degree, fingerprint background check, and district sponsorship for its emergency substitute certificate. Um, However, OSPI's own workforce documentation says the emergency substitute certificate does not have a bachelor's degree requirement or a state training requirement. So you need a school district sponsorship and background fingerprint. Interesting. Um, Sorry, let me get back to the chat here. Kids will love the fact that someone who wants to be with them. Yeah, 100%. In Florida, you need a bachelor's, but no teaching degree. Okay. Crankster, hello, hello. You have to have 60 college credits and a sub license in New York and New Jersey. Interesting. Each state has different requirements. I'm excited, really looking forward to it, and I really want to do it. Yeah, that's awesome. Do you have a grade that you're thinking about doing? Or you don't get a pick as a substitute, probably, huh? Yes, so Sada, anyone who works around kids needs to be fingerprinted, even the lunch staff. Well, that makes sense. At least they do that, you know. Back when we went to school, you pretty much only had to worry about like the PE teachers. Now, who knows? Because like my daughter said at the school that my granddaughter was going to go to, where a fifth grader assaulted a kindergartner. She says that, yeah, there's a few teachers there that are about rainbows and unicorns, as she put it. I wouldn't feel comfortable in high school. They are all better in math than me. They will be so happy. Yeah, that is awesome. Um, yeah, that's way cool. Congrats. I hope you get it. Uh, oh man, I wish I would have turned that off. It's something about a blood moon. How many different moons do we have? They said there's a blood moon, a copper moon, a snow moon, a wolf moon, a blue moon. I don't remember that many moons when we were growing up. They changed it at some point. Let me close that tab and that tab. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, this is awesome. Did I sell today? Yes. Did I do good? Not really. It was super slow at the market. Started out okay, and then it just uh, died out. But yeah, that was the farmer's market today. I made a batch of caramel apples for when did I started on Thursday is when I made them. And so I sold Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and I only have like 4 left. So somebody wants 10 tomorrow. I got to drop off on my way to the country market that I'm going to tomorrow. So I got to go to the store and get more apples. But yeah, and that was it was pretty darn slow today, but it is what it is, you know. I had a pre-order of 3 dozen cupcakes yesterday, which was cool. And yeah, we got the country market tomorrow, and then the same thing next week. Um, Background check as well. I was a licensed daycare provider when my boys were babies, and the background was quite thorough, but wasn't actually teach per se. This was in California. Um, yeah, who has a really strong background check is the casino. When I applied for the casino, this was what 2000, so it was a 17-page gaming packet because you got to go through like the gambling commission and all that garbage. You got to get fingerprinted and all that. They want to know your financial history because if you're in debt like more than like 10 grand, I think they won't hire you. I don't know if that's still true or not, but um, yeah, that's awesome. Um, I already forgot what I was talking about, Patty. You said you didn't know that, but it makes sense. Um, oh, the casino, the gaming packet. Yeah, no, it is. It's very it's overkill. They even want to know like not only do they want to know your employment history, they want to know all the gaps in your employment. So if you had any gaps where you weren't working, they wanted to know what you were doing. Like, what do you want to know? I was doing drugs, I was drinking, I don't know, you know. But yeah, how long did I work at Muckle Shoot? Well, I worked in a bingo hall from 1992 to 2000 in a game called Speed Bingo, and then I worked at Muckleshoot Casino from 2000 to 2007. I have a good friend who was in the mortgage business, and if you have a lot of debt, they won't hire you. Yeah, I had a friend, Brian, when we were working at the casino. I don't I don't know all the details, but the gaming commission came to him while he was at work, and they gave him like 6 months, I think, to get his debt under control. I don't know if it was student loan. I think it was a student loan or something. That's how come I know it's $10,000 because they said if he didn't get it under $10,000 in 6 months, they were going to have to pull his gaming license. So crazy. Um, I woke up this morning and I just felt weird. I told myself I'm thankful that uh, you know, ever since when my mom passed away, it was so traumatic for me because it just happened. It wasn't supposed to happen. She was only 60. It's out of nowhere. It just traumatized me. So I'm gun shy about that kind of stuff. Like I fear that, bad news and shit like that. Well, I just woke up feeling weird today. And I normally don't do this, but I just felt it. picked up my phone before I put my glasses on, and I can't even read the text. But I seen somebody wanted caramel apples, and then I flipped to Facebook real quick, and the very first page, I seen it. I was like, oh fuck! And I grabbed my glasses, and it's my buddy Jason. Um, I don't know what happened. You know, he's my age, maybe a couple years younger than me, and I think his wife was like 48. They went on a family vacation to Florida, and I don't know what happened, but she passed away in Florida. And it's sad because he was saying he had to come back without her. And, I don't know all the details, but you know, it's crazy. Her name was Myrna. She was the lady that hired me for a quinceanera. Those, I think that's how you say it, like the 15-year-old birthday party, because she was from like El Salvador, and then she moved to LA, and then she moved to Washington. I don't know what happened, but it's fucked up. And those guys were there for me when my mom passed away. So I got to do something for that guy. But right now, who knows? But I know he's going to need help. Down the road. He's a single dad with, uh, well, shit. She's got to be 16 or 17, and then his youngest one is probably 12, maybe, or something. It's fucked up. Um, yeah. Um, you felt weird too? Well, I think this happened like 3 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, I'm guessing. 2 to 3 days ago. Because I seen he posted yesterday. So today's what? What is today? Today's Saturday. So it had to happen. I think it happened Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday. So, but what else is weird is I have a buddy who just passed away from he I think he was on the plane. He went on vacation to, I think, Louisiana or Mississippi, one of those states down there, and he died on the plane on the way back. So I don't know. And some dumbass asked him on the Facebook post. Sorry if you don't mind me asking. Can I ask what happened? Or, I mean, you don't fucking ask people what happened like that. But you are very intuitive with you. I think it's yeah. I definitely have a lot of intuition. Thank you. Yeah, it's sad. So sad. I'll show you a picture of them real quick. One sec here. Let me. Yeah, I have no idea what happened. But this is them right here. And she was the nicest person too. See if I can find another picture of her. They were in Florida. And this was on the 19th. So I don't it just it I don't know what happened, but um Yeah, and I can't even read that post. I'll start crying, but oh, crazy. I don't know. Better get on here. I just feel so bad. I just like it when people ask, yeah, exactly. You know, yeah, may she rest in peace. I'll definitely donate to the funeral for, my desserts and stuff because that's why she hired me for the, of course, for the quinceanera or whatever that is. But I got to do more than that for them. uh, anyway, let's start bitching about somebody that'll get my mind off because that's what I do best is complain. Okay, why is it doing? Oh yeah, history. This is a good one to start out with. A little comic relief here. This is, I mean, it's not funny. This is right after Charlie Kirk got shot. And this is the creepo Terrell Farnsworth who decided it was a good idea after he took the SD card out of the camera real quick and used Charlie's chair that he was killed in to stand on it, and then downloaded the SD card into his laptop and hand off this to a couple other people. Just all shady shit. They got it on video. Then he climbs up on the wall and goes, they shot Charlie.
They just shot Charlie. Yeah. God help you.
Saying that he's dead, before they even get him into the SUV, which is just bizarre. But anyway, a lot of people were saying that he looks like Alf. So remember, oh, where did it go? I didn't bookmark it. It was supposed to be the next one. Let me see if I can go back. Let me see if I can find it. My gosh. Did it get taken off? I guess you can do that when you're the deep state. I swear I bookmarked what it was. The whole reason why I showed that is because there was a picture of Alf. Remember Alf, the hi, I'm from Melmac. That dude, and he's up there on the thing wearing sunglasses, and it looks exactly like Terrell Farnsworth. Anyway, well, maybe it's in the comments. Nope. Oh well. I tried. I tried to give us a little comic relief. Uh, who here is from Florida? I need to close my Facebook out. Patty remembers Alf. Speaking of horrible people, did you know the word chud is a slang word? Yes. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna talk about those guys too for a minute. But whoever's from Florida, my goodness, this is just, I don't even know. I mean, we have to talk about it. It's Rick DeSantis or Ron DeSantis. Um, he's friends with this dude, Mike Caruso, who is some type, I believe, was a Florida Republican in-house representative. I don't know what but Mike Caruso, co-author of Florida's IHRA anti-Semitism censorship bill signed by Ron DeSantis in Israel in 2023 was arrested this morning for child molestation of his grandson, I believe.
Topic. Look at this. Okay, so we talked about this a little bit yesterday. Randy Fine there with Ron DeSantis in Israel with Mike Caruso looking over his shoulder as he signs this, anti-Semitism censorship bill. It makes it illegal for you. He was arrested this morning for child molestation. That was yesterday. Well, look at what we've got our hands on here. Whereas during the voyage, while in international waters, Caruso separated the victim from his parents under the stated pretext of taking the child to obtain ice cream. The victim was away from his parents in Caruso's company for at least an hour and was not taken to get ice cream. Upon Caruso's return, victim, the Uncle Blank, observed that Caruso was wearing different clothing than he had been wearing when he departed with the victim, and also noticed that he was gone a long time. The victim disclosed that during the cruise, Caruso showered with him, that Caruso placed his penis in the victim's mouth, and that Caruso peed in his mouth, and it was yucky.
I'm going to stop it there. I mean, this is why, I mean, it's just fucking disgusting. I mean, it's beyond disgusting, but this is why I'm doing this show. I mean, honestly, because, these people are all in this together. The people that took out Charlie Kirk, the Victor Marxes, even Pete Hegseth and Marco Rubio, Randy Fine, Ron DeSantis, all of these guys, they may not all be active participants in shit like that, but a lot of them are. And these are the people that are telling us to go to church and talking for God, through God, or what, you know what I mean? The Erica Kirks and all, this is what these people are doing. And they're all in our government now. And this is why we're looking around everywhere we turn. It's just garbage everywhere. When is this shit gonna stop? It's just, when is enough with this stuff? Yeah. And believe me, when I first seen this morning, I have to do a fact check on it because there's no way I'm going to tell. I didn't even get this Stu Peters video until the last second this evening. I seen that on there. I just have like a post about it, and it must be down farther in the bookmarks. But you have to fact check it because you're not going to tell people about that. I'm not going to tell you guys about that unless I know for sure that it's true. I didn't know anything about the details about it. I just knew that he got arrested for molesting his grandson allegedly or something like that this morning. This was new to me too. And we talked about what's his name from DuPont, Pierre DuPont, and what he did. I think it's to his grandson as well, or maybe it was his own son, accused of the hard R. And it's like they do this to these people to pass the power to them, because in order to gain power, you have to be a psychopath, basically. It's weird, unbelievable. I have to wonder if some of it is planted or false allegations. Yeah, it's hard to say, I guess we'll see what comes out of it, but can we believe anything these days? The fact that they're telling us this, though, it's unbelievable.
The Interior Department normalizes a short-term plan that orders Colorado River water cuts for California, Arizona, and Nevada over the next 2 years. The plan announced Friday would require these states to reduce their water use by 1.25 million acre feet per year. The cuts were largely in line with what the states themselves proposed, and the federal government stepped in the negotiations after the states failed to reach an agreement on how to manage the river that is facing a major drought. The Interior
They're saying that Interior Department, they want for 2 years, you have to reduce your water. The state has to reduce its water use by 1.25 million acre per feet. Has anybody ever heard of that before? Where, you were told you have to reduce your water usage by acre per feet, and that's per year for 2 years. And we know why they're doing it. Because, and they're purposely, they're definitely just rerouting a lot of that water for their data centers. We know that's what they're doing. What's his name? Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank talked about, apparently he backed out of it or whatever. I don't believe it. Maybe it's just going to be underground now. That data center was going to be the size of Manhattan, and they were going to double the amount of electricity that the whole state of Utah used just for that one data center. And they need massive amounts of water to cool all that stuff down. And then once the water is used to, it becomes contaminated. What did they do with that water then? It's just, I don't know. It's crazy. But my gut tells me it's real. It's definitely happening. There's just whole pieces to this that we don't have, pieces of the puzzle. You have the Epstein. When they say Epstein, we don't even know what that means. You know what I mean? What is that? What does Epstein mean? Epstein files, Epstein Island. For what? What was going on? And then we have apparently hundreds of thousands of kids missing from the border. You know what I mean? There was that story. And then these stories, because Candace was talking about Pierre Dupont. She was the one that was talking about that dude, that what he did to his kid or grandkid, And it's definitely it's either real or they want it to be real, because he's going to jail. You know what I mean? Like, these people are getting prosecuted and going to jail, so they're either being framed or it is real. And it's funny that you say he's being framed or it is real. Israel. It's always Israel. I'm ignorant. What's the purpose of the data center, and have we always used them? Is it because of AI? It's a good question, Cranky. I don't think any of us really know that either. I think that the reason for the data centers really hasn't surfaced yet. They haven't showed us yet. They're building the infrastructure so they can roll out the robots, the humanoids, the new way of living, the automated grocery stores, all that kind of stuff. The social credit score system, where, I don't know if I bookmarked it or not, but there's a video where Palantir is, which is like a huge surveillance company. Peter Thiel and JD Vance is part of all this. It just shows their capability with combining satellites and all the local cameras and cell phones and all this kind of stuff, and what they can actually make out of that. It's crazy. They will monitor people with drones. Yes, we'll see this. Let me see if I can find the video. See if I put it up here. No, I didn't put it up there. See if I can find it. I don't even know how to spell that. Volunteer. How you spell it? I'll bookmark it next time I see it for tomorrow. But yeah, no, they can, it would be one thing, if we just could rewind like 20 years ago, 10 years ago and say, oh, they're monitoring everything we're doing, and they've been doing that for a long time. But now we have to be worried because they're actually killing us. They're actually like, all these like conspiracies and worries that we've had are coming true. They're getting rid of people left and right, and it's getting worse. Grateful, hello. How are you? Good evening. Big Brother has been watching my opioid use for the past 14 years. What do you mean by that, Cranky? Each month it's I got you. Each month it's reported. Okay. Doing good. Got a pizza on the turnabout thing. Got a pizza. Oh, you mean cooking on the oh, that's cool. Oh yeah, that's right. You have the video of your little pizza thing. That thing's awesome. Oh, all right. What else do we got here? That's one. Hold on. Who is the guy who appears to have some kind of earpiece in one ear? He caught my attention before blah blah blah. I have no idea. I couldn't find the guy. I wasn't really looking. But the reason why I bookmarked this video, hold on. The reason why I bookmarked this video is because I don't know how many people were in on this that were in the crowd the day that Charlie Kirk was killed, but I know there was a lot of people, if not everybody. So a lot of people, otherwise we would have if these people weren't in on it, we would have hundreds of videos of this coming out, just, what I mean? And it wouldn't just be of him getting killed. It would be people's stories. They would be recording, after they got to safety. There's just none of that. It's obvious that this was just an orchestrated murder. But this video is just a perfect example of somebody who was in on it trying to just create an illusion that this is just a normal situation. Normal meaning that this is what normally would happen when somebody was killed at a public event. This is how the crowd would react. But the problem is all these videos, when we don't even have to play the sound on here. If you try to focus in on one person, you can't focus in on one person for more than a second. And the video's so shaky that if you're susceptible to seizures, video could put you in a seizure. And they do this time and time and time again. I've seen hundreds of videos like this. And it's just obvious that, to me anyway, that's how you know that these people are just, anyway, let me just play it and you'll see what I'm talking about. I mean, how are you ever going to get a grasp on what's going on when it's just completely shaking all the time? It's constantly moving back and forth. I mean, why even videotape? I mean, you could make the argument that, why are you even videotaping? Run for safety. But if you listen to it, of course, people are going to be screaming, even though like some people are just walking. You know. But it's so obvious that that guy's job, and then everybody that runs through there, these guys are all just, they're all just acting. You know, and like, what are these guys doing? You know, you got some people just standing around, but you have other people that are just running for their lives. Anyway, they're making some serious progress on the old Charlie Kirk case. I'll tell you what, those guys are just beyond busted. It's the biggest question now is this going to go to trial or not? How can it possibly go to trial? They have nothing. Every last thing is easily picked apart. The prosecution has nothing. How can they take that to trial? What does that mean for Tyler Robinson? I can see for my narcotic, but all prescriptions. That's too intrusive. I have a friend in Iowa who would purchase OTC stuff from the pharmacy, and apparently too often, and the police paid her a visit. Hospital also report to my usage during my hospital stays. Yeah, you know, opiates are just, you know, all the that whole thing is just, you know, there's just, I mean, I don't even have any words for it, Cranky. I mean, how many people are on the streets on opiates? You know, fentanyl and yeah, it's crazy. Hopefully, I don't know why are you taking opiates? Do you have back problems, or what is the if you don't mind me asking? Hopefully you don't have to stay on those. Um, When you say you're glad to hear that, I forgot what we were talking about for that one. Grateful, sorry. Um, but yeah, you got to be careful with opiates. Those things are so dangerous. Anyway, we're gonna listen to Erica Kirk and her acting job on CBS with Barry Weiss. Okay, and this is like uh, a few months after Charlie Kirk was killed that she's on CBS. But that picture of her in the corner with her smiling was 6 days after Charlie Kirk was killed. And she's laughing because she didn't know that the people on the Zoom call could put the heart emojis or the different hugging emojis or whatever on there. And she's like, "Oh my God, oh my God, I didn't know you could do that." That's the smile right there. 6 days after her husband's killed. But this is months after he was killed on CBS.
Hate is hate. It's evil. Charlie and I have always been very clear on our stance. Israel, Jewish people. It's awful. Awful. Anti-Semitism is what healing factor comes out of hating Jewish people? What healing factor comes out of hating Christians? What healing factor comes out? Hate in general. Nothing. Nothing. Charlie always would say very clearly, Jew hate was brain rot. He would always say it. We've been to Israel twice together.
Sure. I better not mess this up twice. how many times? I'm live on CBS right now. Was it 2? Was it 3? Oh.
And to be able to walk in the place where our Lord walked.
Oh my God. Why does she look like that? To be able to walk where our Lord walked.
And see the Bible come to life in Technicolor.
What? What does that even mean?
How could you hate that place?
Fuck that place. And fuck you
How
too.
could you hate the Jewish people?
All of them. We love the Jewish people. It's you that we hate, Erica Kirk. We don't like you, okay? Because you are part of the group that murdered your husband, and we all know it, okay? We don't like murderers, and we don't like people that conspire to commit murder and actually go through with it, okay? I'm not exactly sure what the charge is for that, but I'm pretty sure it's the death penalty, unless it's like a federal thing where, but if it's all, it has to be federal because it was planned at Fort Huachuca in Arizona. But I think if it's a state thing, then she deserves the death penalty along with all the rest of those people, And I truly believe that she deserves the firing squad or to be hung or something, I think they should just shoot them all in the neck. Glad to hear they're getting closer to figuring out Charlie's case. I think Jesse on Fire and Paul Hall of VFT are live in like a couple minutes. They're gonna, they're basically going with the bird of prey theory, with the drone theory that he was shot with a drone. It's hard to say what happened. I think there could have even been a couple shots. Who knows? Who knows? All I know is I seen a chest shot that first day. But yeah, no, it was definitely a military operation. So as far as the technology, we might not even know what it is. I mean, at this point, to me, it doesn't even really matter. What I guess it is important because, to prove it wasn't Tyler Robinson or whatever. But I mean, just the 30-06 alone from the rooftop. The firing squad, absolutely. Yep, that was her 6 days after he was killed.
Hate is hate.
Hate is hate. What's his name? Mr. Beast, who has the most popular #1 show in the world on YouTube with trillions of views. Although I've never seen one episode. Not subscribed to him. So, and I'm not everybody. Maybe you guys are. He's got to have at least a few of us have to be subscribed to him. If he's got 100 gazillion followers, and he's the #1 guy on YouTube. I mean, we must watch this guy more than we watch Tommy Stiggs and Thing do. Mr. Beast started his newest video off with an actual explosion as him and his friends run away from 100 real cops. Okay.
They are 100 cops, and if they arrest us by the end of the day, they would have $1 million. But if we escape, they get nothing. Start the timer. Jimmy, try. You're there right on us. Don't worry, guys. I have a plan. Let's go. We gotta get out of here. Where do we go? Go. Oh my God, let's blow it up. Me and my 4 friends just escaped from 100 real cops, at least for now, until the end of the day to arrest us and to give us a fighting chance. I spent months setting up hundreds of cameras, booby traps, and secret rooms. Let's just hope it's enough to keep us from getting caught. You're under arrest! Everyone go to your spot. Don't get arrested. All right, guys, got speed. They are 100 cops, and if they arrest us by the...
It's the first time I watched this. I just bookmarked it. I've never watched one Mr. Beast. Yeah. Same. So, and Grateful says AI. 100%. The thing is, and I never watched this video before. I'll tell you right now, Mr. Beast he's got to be a 100% I mean, obviously he has a lot of influence, and obviously he is 100%, uh, you know, a deep state plant, a Fed, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, of course he is, you know, but that's neither here nor there. What I see in this video is they're making a lot of innuendos to what's really happening. They're showing us how they kill the kids in Gaza. They're showing us, because I don't know if you guys know about the trap door. There is literally a door that goes down to a tunnel system right below. Charlie Kirk was sitting on it. He was sitting on top of the trap door.
And secret rooms. Let's just hope it's enough.
So when you see that, you know, I just watching this whole thing, all the explosions and the drone strikes, it is literally, you know, art imitating life, basically. I don't know how to explain it. They do that to us in the movies all the time. But he is the pinnacle of these people that they have put in front of us that have no talent, and that we all have to pretend they are who they say they are. Because I have yet to have met one person that has subscribed to Mr. Beast. Or if they have subscribed, they watch his videos. I mean, why in the you got to be a pedophile to watch those videos, I think. I don't know. It's just very weird. He is definitely an alien hybrid. Hey, teachers never heard of him. Yeah, he's, I heard of him because he went on Joe Rogan. But he has, let's go to his channel real quick. So that video that we just watched, he released that 8 hours ago. It already has 10 million views. Give me a break. He's got 514 million subscribers. With 998 videos. So his just dumb little videos get 90 million views, 80 million views, 120 million views. There's just no way. Here's one that got 4 years ago, got 947. Let me go to this channel real quick. Squid Game. 947 million views. These are half a billion. These are half a billion views each video. There's just no way, And I heard him, Joe Rogan was questioning him about it, and this was years ago. But he said that one of the things that he does is he hires people in every country to translate. So you can watch it in, Vietnamese and Chinese and all that. So that's how you get a lot more views that way. I don't even need to do that now. Oh, he's definitely making bank. With all the people we chat with, maybe one is subscribed. Maybe it's Stadda. Stadda Boon. Stadda, what's up? Good afternoon, good evening. Let the Italian session begin. Oh, I already got it on speed dial. It's ready to go. I was already doing it when I got home today for a little bit. I'm on, what am I on right now? I think I just started a new session. Where are you from? Meet and greet people. Like, io sono Jason. Io sono di Tacoma. How's that? Bet a lot of teens follow him. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy that he has 514 million subscribers. There's only 350 million people in this country. You know what I mean? So he's got more subscribers than people in the United States. Sorry for a little critter in there. Oh, the rat. Oh, yeah, that was because. Oh, my. What'd you have for dinner, Thindu? What is going down? Whoops. What did I do? All right. Let's get off Creepy Beast here. Share. Mr. Beast. No, not Mr. Beast. Oh, this is going to make Thindu's blood boil. Where's this at? Now you're going to tell you guys what happens? Let's just watch it. 40-second clip. California football field, and the football coach is not happy. Watch it one more time. He sees this player on down on his knee, and he just walks off like "fuck you." Lamb tenderloin, nice. Um, High school football coach in California was fired after kicking a football into the balls of one of his players during practice. So I don't know how current that is. Let me see here. Yep. August 21st. Simi Valley football coach. Coach Adam Brubaker became highly frustrated with the player who had executed a live tackle during a non-contact drill, which had caused an injury to one of the team's best players. According to campus security and the HUD program, footage that quickly spread across social media, Brubaker angrily approached the player. He then kicked a football lying on the turf, which flew directly into the player's groin area. They initially placed him on leave before officially firing him. Yeah, I don't know. I know if I was the dad of that dude, that wouldn't be the end of it. Horrible for the coach to do that, 100%. Yes. The player is definitely injured, Cranky. He got kicked right in the nuts. But he tackled somebody that he wasn't, they're not supposed to be tackling, I guess, but he tackled him and injured somebody else. Still no reason to do that. So, Simi Valley, is that how you say it? Simi Valley. Thank you. All right, let's see here. I'll skip that one for now. Can't be real. Whoops. No, it is real.
The amount of people who walked past and asked where I got them from. I saw these and I thought my daughter will absolutely love them, so I stuck them on while she was at school. You should have seen her little face when she got home. So cute. Sometimes doing little silly things like this can make a lot of people happy. If you want a little laugh, I'll leave the link for these at the bottom of the video for you. The amount of people who walked past and asked where I got them from. I saw these and I thought my daughter will absolutely love them, so I stuck them on while she was at school. You should have seen her little face when she got home. So cute. Sometimes doing little silly things like this can make a lot of people happy. If you want a little laugh, I'll leave the link for these at the bottom of the video for you.
That pizza looks delicious. Grateful. Holy smoke. I just don't think that those are a good idea myself. I was hoping I could learn some Italian from you. Oh yeah, we're gonna do Italian, GDM. Don't you worry. Good evening. How are you? Does anybody want everybody knowing that that's your garbage can? You know what I mean? I don't think that that's especially in today's world. You know what I mean? Don't think that's the greatest idea. You know. But whatever. I don't know. We'll move on. I didn't even listen to this. It just said Julie. Who is she? Julie Falcon, 18, singer-songwriter, Berklee College of Music. Before the Savannah Bananas and the firefighters even took the field at Wrigley, she stole the show. So I'm trusting that this is going to be good. I didn't listen to it. We'll see.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regulate the bomb bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you very much, Julie Falcon.
Wow, that was good. That was very good. Sorry, I was eating real quick. Yeah, that was amazing. Julie Falcon. Cranky said she sings like that. That'd be something I would say too, Cranky. What else do we have? Italian. Where's Thing Duet? What is up with this? I mean, this is when I say, like, I mean, this is how scary the world is today, guys.
4 people expecting routine surgeries at this Tennessee hospital are now facing a medical nightmare. A drug mix-up at Ascension St. Thomas Midtown Hospital in Nashville reportedly left 2 patients paralyzed and at least 1 other on a ventilator after officials say they were given the wrong medication prior to surgery. Now, those 4 patients were reportedly given potassium instead of an anesthetic. The family of one of those patients told our CBS affiliate in Nashville the mix-up happened inside the hospital's pharmacy. Now, hospital staff apparently realized something was terribly wrong when multiple patients went into cardiac arrest. Too much potassium given too quickly can stop a person's heart. Now, in a statement, the hospital said they were, quote, deeply sorry for the harm caused and had implemented corrective safeguards to prevent something like this from happening again. And we know the Tennessee Bureau of Investigations is now looking into this mix-up, but there are still a lot of unanswered questions. The hospital has also not made it clear what those safety protocols now include.
We're just supposed to believe we don't have safety protocols. The problem is that our government has been hijacked by psychopaths, and they don't give a fuck. They're just going to do whatever they want to do to us until we fucking stop it. Kill us when we're speaking in college campuses, shoot us with drones, kill us at the hospital, run us over. Look at what is happening out there right now. It's absolute garbage. Unbelievable. I mean, how does this happen? I just met a woman tonight whose son died because he was misdiagnosed at a local hospital. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Like, they don't care about us at all. Our government, you know, and I wish I was just joking, but I'm not. You know, these people that have taken over. You know, like, ask yourself this. I mean, Erica Kirk, just her alone, you know, there's got to be any normal person would think, man, there's just something that's just not right there. Either way, how does she have access to the White House? I understand Charlie Kirk, I guess, was like a podcaster who was, you know, he's another one of these people that we're supposed to believe, you know, the no talent people. Yeah, he was well spoken and all this, but was he so great that he could just make phone calls and stop the war? And I mean, come on, seriously, how did she get so much power? She's been at the White House so many times, it's not even funny. She was at the White House one time because she was there to help honor the Indian president, or some Indian dude from India. It makes no sense. But these are the people, you know, the cloak kind of got, you know, pulled back a little bit, and some of these people were revealed, but we don't know who most of them are, you know. And I don't know why they're so hell-bent on doing what they do, but they're just not good people. So you got to be careful everywhere you go. Hospitals, dentist's office, doctor's office, schools, churches, everywhere. Concerts, baseball games, airplanes, you know, and they're going to gaslight us. And, well, like this, well, you know, the safety get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Like, there's not fucking safety. And I believe that it's not just like they're injecting them with fucking regular old banana potassium chloride. I don't know if that's regular potassium, but it says potassium chloride. Sorry. Like Thindo says, stay home, safer at home, you know. The problem is that, you know, we're going to have to deal with rolling blackouts, the shortage of water, the food crisis. Speaking of of the food, did you guys hear what Trump said about the meat? And people are speculating that it's a hidden beef bailout, but that there's something. I think I bookmarked something. I don't know why I do that. I should just type it in. See if it'll come up here.
The growth will take care of that very easily. We have right now. The growth will take care of that very easily.
Mr. President, 700.
Question about it.
Mr. President, on the beef deal, which countries did you make that deal with? What are the sources
Which
of
deal?
the beef deal?
I don't want to say which countries, but there are a few countries, but they're going to be sending in the highest quality beef, and it's something that we need.
Yeah, the highest quality beef. So where's it at? Here we go. President Trump announces a deal aimed at lowering ground beef prices for American families. For the next 90 days, the U.S. will allow up to 300,000 metric tons of ground beef imports with no optive quota tariff. Trump says the beef will be sold at a 25% below current market prices while giving the American cattle herd room to rebuild. This deal will reduce prices for Americans while giving a space for our great American beef herd to grow again. So make of that what you will. Let me get to a spot where I can stop here and look at the chat again. Dindu is a wise man. Yeah, about staying home for sure. Ground beef imports. Did I hear that right? Yes. So, yeah. So, hold on a second. Give me the details on what Trump said about the ground beef import. Oh, it's just going to give me a news report. Trump to allow import of 300,000 metric tons. So what's that? 600,000 pounds? A million pounds almost of meat? It doesn't even really seem like that's much, I guess, but okay. And he's not telling us which foreign beef exports, you know? Is it coming from Israel? Yeah. So I don't know. Time will tell. We'll see. We'll see what happens with that. This one is just weird. I've always liked Drew Barrymore, but when she got older, she just became really weird, really weird. And I don't know why she's doing this. And then
weird leotard.
And then the dude that's with her, it just.
I'm wearing like a weird leotard right now because.
Me too. Wait, this is a bodysuit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I wear this thing that because I don't want to wear a bra.
Yeah.
Because I'm over a bra. I'm too old and I won't wear one. I don't care if these sausages fold down to my knees. I'm over it and I don't care anymore. So,
Drew is over it. That's great. Mine is that.
Yes.
Mine is that.
Look.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm wearing like a weird leotard.
And this is daytime TV, right? I mean, is she on daytime television? Is that what I'm looking at? And I don't understand the part when I would hate to misgender this person, but when they're down here doing this, what is so significant that
Yeah.
I don't did I miss something?
Yes! Yes!
Mine is that. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, she's pulling her pants down too. What are they doing? What why are they, what are they looking at right there? Am I missing something? Can somebody explain this to me? I need to back it up real quick.
That's great. Mine is that.
Yes! Yes!
Mine is that. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm wearing like a weird.
Is that are the same leotard or something? Or I mean, I can't with these people. It's the cut of the, oh, it's the cut of, okay, thank you, Cranky. That's what it is. I mean, why? Why are these? I mean, that dude is just, I mean, I just can't. This is why I quit watching TV. It just, I just don't know. Press secretary to the vice president, Luke Schroeder, captures Vice President J.D. Vance signing autographs for steelworkers in Middletown, Ohio, at the same plant his grandfather worked at.
All right, brother. Thank you very much.
God bless you all.
Thanks, sir.
I'm with the work it every day.
Heck yeah.
God bless you all. All right, man. Thank you.
You know, this is how they always do us at the elections and stuff. And I'm proud to be an American. And they got all the people and the union workers, you know. Bunch of bullshit. I ain't never seen Thindu back there. I'll believe it when I see Thindu behind JD Vance. I don't, those guys are just in fucking Spirit Halloween costumes. Ain't none of those motherfuckers worked a day in their life in construction with them clean ass fucking uniforms. I know you're lying. The fuck do you guys do? What do you guys do in construction? It can't be working outside. Not with those clean orange uniforms on. And who wears orange in construction? Freemasons? Don't get me started on this bullshit. I can't with these people perfectly. Yes, right? It's all just a dog and pony show. The whole thing. There was a Charlie Kirk statue spotted in Utah.
It's Charlie Kirk! What the fuck?
We don't need to hear the commentary. What? Why do we have the statue? Why are they so, the same people that are purposely giving cyanide and potassium chloride to innocent people in the hospital, those same people are the same people that think it's funny to kill Charlie Kirk and then make a statue of him in the position he was in when he got killed. I mean, it's just, the whole thing is just so fucked up. Dean for president, 100%. Alexa Wilkins, who's the fake country singer of Kash Patel, the FBI director, she's been all pissed off because there was some dude that accused, well, everybody is accusing her of being a honeypot, an Israeli honeypot. You know, where you basically use sex to compromise a powerful person, you know, and they're saying that because he's a midget Punjabi Indian and he's ugly and cross-eyed. And how could he pull a good-looking chick like Alexa? I don't think she's that good-looking, but whatever. Alexa Wilkins. Well, she got so mad that some reporter, somebody said that, she sued him for defamation. And well, the results just came back. She lost. She lost the defamation case of being an Israeli honeypot. So I don't know what that means. Does that mean she couldn't prove that she wasn't an Israeli honeypot? Or I don't know. Just very interesting. Very interesting. We should do some Jeopardy or 80s quiz, help us lift the moods, but only if it's not a pain to your side. Okay, you want, Patty says we're out of here. She wants to get out of this. Let me see here. Well, I think we're pretty much done anyways. I don't know what that one is. Mark Jacobs revealed he would be open to styling Luigi Mangione for his trial. Are you allowed to have a hairstylist for your court trial? Is that possible? Let me see. Do we have anything else? They're doing a drag queen show for 3 to 6-year-olds in Manchester, New Hampshire, at Wonderland Books and Toys, if anybody's interested. Okay, we don't need to see that one. Jenna Jameson. Okay, we'll come back to these. Jeopardy. The dude needs a stylist. Help with our collective trauma. Well, we got to do. We gotta piss off Thindu first. So we got to do a little Italian. And it just so happens I have it loaded because I've already been working on. Like I said, I was already working on this one. Good morning. I am from London, so I have to write it in Italian. Hold on, I got a drink. Alcohol. Just take a drink. All right. Boon G. Orn. Let me make sure I spelled this right. Boon G. Orn, comma, io sono di Londra. Nicely done. Good evening. I am from London. Buon Buenos Aires. Buona Sera. No. Buon Buena Sera. Io sono di Londra. Doing good. All right. Perfect lesson. All right. Yeah, we're doing talk about where you're from. This is section 1, unit 3. Let's see if Dean has said anything.
Io sono di Berlino.
Teach Buon. Love it. Yes. Oh, Dindu already checked out. Dindu is our next president. So be careful, sir. You don't want to get on his bad side before. Oh, I'll be the first one he goes after. He'll put me in the penitentiary faster than he could take his hand off that Bible on January 21st. It's the pre-made kind from the grocery store. Oh, you guys are. Let's see here. Io sono di Berlino. Write this in English. Okay. We can do it from down there. Am from Berlin.
Tu.
That must be you.
Caffè.
Coffee.
Roma.
Rome. Salve.
Sì.
Oh, C. I mean, C is yes.
Leo, tu sei di Londra, vero?
Type the missing word. Vero? Is it Vero or Vera? Como? Vero or Vera? Hold on, I gotta hear it again.
Leo, tu sei di Londra, vero?
Vero.
Ugo, tu sei di Berlino, vero?
Ugo? Are you from? No. You're from Berlin, right? Right? Is that what it is? Ugo, you're from Berlin, right? Yeah. Type the missing word. You're from Berlin, right? I just forgot it. You are. Fuck, can I forget it already? EO, but is it? Yeah, I have no idea. Two, it's T. It gave it to me for YU, but it's T. Oh, that's right. Two. Two is you. You're from London, right? Two.
Tu
Say
sei
D.
di
Londra.
Londra,
Vero.
vero?
Ugo, tu sei di Roma, vero?
Ugo, tu sei di Roma, vero? Better give it. C. All right, let me get out of here. Jarred marijuana, please don't tell on me. I'll heat up. Patty put butter. Oh, so this really cool program. Yeah, it is. But you can only go so far, then you got to stop because they want you to pay for it. I do get like a free week of unlimited, but all right, let me get out of here real quick. Tommy is the only one that will give you crap for that, not us. Oh, jar. I thought you said marijuana. It didn't make sense. Now I get it. Jarred marinara. Okay. My mind must be on weed. Let's see here. See if I can find a Jeopardy we haven't done. Okay, here we go. Hold on. This isn't Jeopardy, but let's just check it out. It's some type of 80s trivia. See how we do. I'm a weed snob, not a marinara snob, true. But I do love it's got to be a good marinara, though. I get more and more snobbish with that stuff, though. Whoops, wrong one.
How much can you remember from the 80s? Test your memory with this fun 80s quiz I've put together for you. Be sure to tell me at the end how many questions you got right. Let's get started. What was the name of the famous doll line that debuted in the 80s with distinctive yarn hair and unique birth certificates?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we're all going to get this one right. I mean, this was like, I mean, a lot of people don't really remember, but this was a huge thing. I mean, they were going, wasn't there people like got murdered over these things? I know Tommy tells a story about everybody in Jersey got one. Everybody says Cabbage Patch. Yep, definitely the Cabbage Patch dolls.
Yeah, B. Cabbage Patch Kids. Which 1980s character famously said, "I pity the fool"?
They get a little harder. I'm sure they will. When I use jarred sauce, I usually go with Victoria. Interesting. Those were trunk cabbage patches. Yes, the trunk dolls. You got a cabbage patch without the certificate, but you got a bottle of Jakar for 45% off. We got Mr. T from Hey Teacher. I pity the fool. What did he say that on? Was it the A team? B.A. Baracus?
Correct. It was A, Mr. T. Which popular board game, introduced in the 1980s, became a household favorite?
Introduced in the 80s. And this too was, it's crazy because that one, it was one of the biggest disappointments for me as a I think 13 years old maybe. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I thought it was gonna be all exciting. It's like I don't know any of this shit. D, yes, on the A team. That was a great show, wasn't it? I love it when a plan comes together. Everybody's saying D, Trivial Pursuit.
The answer is D, Trivial Pursuit. What electronic toy, introduced in 1980, featured a small robot-like character and a screen for learning and playing games?
Featured a small robot-like character. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what this one is, but maybe not. Doo-doo-doo. I think this is kind of a trick question because if you think about it, hello, would you like to play a game? I am, that was Speak and Spell, right? Speak and Spell had the robot voice, but it was not a small robot-like character. Like, the voice was. My daughter had Teddy Ruxpin, but there was no screen. Yeah, Teddy Ruxpin was a little ahead of its time. Cranky is copying teacher. Teacher says D. Oh, teacher says D for this one. Oh, yeah. See, I've never heard of that. So you definitely could be right because I've never heard of that. Yeah, and Speak and Spell was just a handheld thing. Let's see. I never heard of the Atari Lynx. Sorry, I lost my spot. Here we go.
Correct. A, Speak and Spell.
Yeah, see, it's just not worded correctly. It should be like it featured a small robotic-like voice and a screen for learning, not a robotic-like character. Unless, there was, I don't know. Oh, I guess we'd have to listen to it again. But I definitely remember the Speak and Spell. Of course, we all do. You can't go wrong if you copy teach. They had Speak and Spell, yeah. But it was just a trick question. But I always remembered the robot voice because I wanted that so bad as a kid. And my mom wouldn't get it for me for some reason.
Hey, wow! Man, this thing must make coffee too.
I do nothing of the kind. Now pull over immediately.
Which TV show was that?
This is not multiple choice now. I was thinking of the circular thing. The Simon Says. Oh, hey, teacher got this one. Knight Rider. Yep. With David Hasselhoff as Michael, and Kit was the car. Oops.
Nice, yeah. It's Knight Rider. Which famous boxer won his first world heavyweight title in 1986 at the age of 20?
1986. Boxing was in its prime. It's about to be in its prime. We got Tyson. Wait, you pulled a string and the robot or voice would answer. Remember the circular farm animal thing you pulled? Oh yeah, that was awesome. I love that thing. What was that thing called? That was called saying spinning. I can't. Yeah, we'll have to look that up. So we got Tyson, Holyfield, B, Mike Tyson, but he's a wrestler. I'm saying Tyson. I suck at this, Cranky says. We're gonna give you Tyson too, Cranky. We know you wanted Tyson, so yeah, definitely Tyson. Who said Holyfield? GDM said Holyfield. Did Holyfield? I don't know if he ever became champion. Did he? He had to have been for a little while. Oh, there he is. We knew we could get him out of the woodwork there. You know, fell right out of the bush.
That was B, Mike Tyson.
Athene doing a phone booth and pull a Mike Tyson on him. Just like the video game, I'll wind the punch up. Like I'll wind it up. It'll almost break my arm. I'll go completely behind my back. The boxing glove will just like completely dent into my fist, and his nose will like do a slow motion.
Which toy had the tagline, "More than meets the eye," in 1984?
More than meets the eye? Oh, yeah, we know this one. Which toy had the tagline? Ooh, I wouldn't put money on this one myself. I think I know it, but Dean D's laughing. Cranky said she won. Woohoo! We got Deanie out. Yeah. So we got a Transformers. Hey, teacher says Transformer. Patty says Transformer. Cranky says Transformer. GDM says Transformer. Dean, do you have a guess? Transformers. Now it could be Voltron though, right? More than meets the eye. You guys are all saying Transformers. Okay, I'll go with Transformers too.
That's right, C, Transformers.
Oh, you see it right there? It says more than meets the eye right here on the box. I was never a huge Transformer fan. If you think about it now, Transformer, you know, you can be even though you were born as a car, you can be a jet. Uh-huh. Now we know what they mean.
Do you recognize which movie this is?
Great movie. Transmission, yep. Yepper, you're transients. Transylvania, Trans-Pacific, Transcontinental. We got Breakfast Club. Breakfast Club from Hey Teacher, from Cranky. Yep, I mean, anybody else want to type it in? Zindu got Breakfast Club. It's a great movie.
Yeah, it's The Breakfast Club. Which 1980s movie is famous for the quote, "Nobody puts baby in a corner"?
It's too bad that you know what I want to do is I want to have watch parties for the 80s movies. I don't know how we can do it, with the license thing. But maybe it's maybe you can do it like backstage or something and not get cut off. I don't know exactly how that's possible, but I would like to do that. Everybody got so GDM. Ooh, GDM is definitely a fan of Dirty Dancing. She got this one first. Wouldn't that be fun, Patty? Dirty Dancing was a great movie. I'm not gonna lie, I love that movie. When that came out, I watched that movie 100 times because my sister was a huge fan of it. We got it on the VHS. That was a great movie, and I still love that song. We can do it on Rumble. Okay, I'll have to look into that.
That's right, B. Dirty Dancing.
When I was younger, like I was a cocky little shit in my 20s, I would always use that line. Um, just put the you just put the pickle on the plate and leave the hard stuff to me. Remember he tells that to the college boy. Tindu says he's not a fan of Dirty Dancing. How can you not be a fan of that? That's a great movie. Movie night every Friday. Interesting. Okay. I'd watch it a ton too. Yeah, it was a great movie.
In The Goonies, what is the name of the pirate whose treasure the kids are searching for?
This one, I wouldn't have known it unless it was multiple choice. And they're making a Goonies too, right? And they've got at least four original people coming back. Whether Chunk comes back or not, they don't know because he's not really into Hollywood anymore. But we shall see. No Clue None. I like Flashdance. Interesting. Cranky. No one knows this one. I know this one. You have to know this one. Somebody out there knows this one. I'm not sure on this one. I'm going to guess Blackbeard, says Patty. Anybody else got a guess? Do what's your guess? Don't tell me you didn't watch the Goonies. Do AOV, and Tommy were busy watching The Godfather from the time they were 3 until the time Goodfellas came out. Captain Flint. Captain Flint. D says, "Hey teacher." Yes, it's D. One-eyed Willie.
Yeah, D. One-Eyed Willie. Which hockey team won 4 consecutive Stanley Cups from 1980 to 1983?
Interesting. I have no clue on this one. Zip, zero, zilch. Pretty sure I know who's gonna get this one. Sandlot was a good one. Slim's in the house. Are you saying D on this one? Nick M's in the house. Okay, you guys are saying D. Oh, you guys must have been. Oh no, that was on. I missed you guys. That must have been on the last one. You guys were saying D on One-Eyed Willie. Let's see what you guys got on this one. Nick says C. Okay, teacher says A. Dean Do says Islanders. No clue for GDM. Cranky says Montreal. Hey, teacher says the Oilers. Patty's going with C. Yeah. Islanders is capitalized. I don't know if we should give him credit for that one, but I think we will. He'll really be cussing me. Tommy's in the house. E, I have no fucking clue. Tommy writes down E. Wait, it's Islanders? I guess C. My brothers will kill me. Let's see what it is.
It was C, New York Islanders.
Of course, those guys were going to know that.
Which movie was that?
Absolute classic. One of my favorites of all time. I can't say it like Dean Do. Shut up. Shut up. I can't do it. Oh damn, Tommy got it. Tommy was quick on the draw with that one. How was that possible? Did anybody else put Ferris Bueller? Cranky missed it. Hey, teacher got Ferris, Nick got Ferris. Damn, Tommy knows Ferris Bueller. Bueller. That's a great movie. Impressive.
Correct. It's Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Which electronics company introduced the Walkman, a revolutionary portable music device in the 80s?
I mean, I think we all know what this one is, but you never know. Damn, what's Tommy's on that fucking crock full of Carlo Rossi or something. It's half wine, half coffee. He's quick on the draw tonight. This is impressive. I cannot believe this. Sony. Slim with A. Slim says Panasonic. Sony. Nick said he had one. Slim changes to Sony. Sony, we all get a point. Yep. Sony.
The correct answer is B, Sony.
Those things were the shit when they first came out. I'll never forget my Aunt Janet had one. First time I ever seen one. We were getting ready to go for a walk, take her dog Carla for a walk. And I was just, I think it was like second grade. I was like, damn. Next question. Oh, Tommy's 2 for 2, so let's fucking go. About to hit the trifecta.
Which 1980s toy, known for its large hair and round belly button, was originally made in Denmark?
Large hair and round belly button. It is a cute name for a dog, right? Who cares about Aunt Janet? Get next question. That's fucking hilarious. Nick said Cabbage Patch. GDM with Troll, Cranky Troll, Patty Troll. A teacher Troll, Slimmy Troll. Dane do Strawberry Shortcake like me. Now, definitely the Troll doll had the big belly button. It took me a while to get to it too, but Strawberry Shortcake, huh?
Correct. It's B, troll dolls. Guess the TV show.
Show me that smile again. Show me that smile. The best is ready to begin. As long as we got each other. I'm really going to start singing it. We got the world. Baby, you and me. We gotta be. I got this one on speed dial. Hold on. Why is my phone doing that? Family Matters. The Steelers. Hold on. Where's it at?
My name's Keegan and I'm a wish kid. Keegan was diagnosed with T-cell acute. Smile. Don't really smile. Don't wish no love. Lay it on your mind. Look where you begin. Near us, best ready to begin. Oh, as long as we got each other, we got the world spinning right. You and me, we gotta be the luckiest dreamers you ever been dreaming. As long as we keep on giving, we can take anything that comes our way.
Sorry, I had to go something real quick. Nobody. Kurt Cameron, yeah, he turned out to be the religious guy. Leonardo DiCaprio was in there. Nobody. Somebody said Seavers. Cranky said the Stevers, but it is the Seavers. It is Growing Pains. You guys had to remember that. Remember Boner was in there, Stabone? Come on. Nobody got Growing Pains?
The answer is growing pains.
Show me that smile.
Which slang term was used in the 80s to describe something excellent or cool?
Gnarly, bogus, lame, bum. Anyone? We got a no clue. Dang, how does Tommy spell no clue before anybody else even puts anything? We got A, gnarly, A, gnarly. It's gnarly.
You got it. A, gnarly.
Yo, dude, that's totally gnarly, dude. Totally fucking gnarly, dude.
Which 1980s health crisis became a major concern worldwide, affecting millions of people by the end of the decade?
Show me that smile again. Polio, HIV, AIDS, SARS, or Ebola. Tommy says HIV. GDM says HIV. Everybody says HIV. HIV. You know, Fauci was behind HIV, right? That's his whole thing. It's the first COVID.
That was B, HIV/AIDS. Which global music event held in 1985 raised millions for famine relief in Africa?
Interesting. Show me that smile again. You didn't know that, Nick? Yeah, I didn't. I just learned it not too long ago myself. I was like, this cannot be true, but it is. He's been at this for a long time, and and he is obsessed with. They got him on video talking, decades ago about infecting the population and this and that. It's like he's just a weird little fucking mad scientist. He can't help himself. We got Live Aid. We got USA for Africa. We got Live Aid. We got Live Aid. Everybody's saying Live Aid, except for Nick says USA for Africa. Which global music event held in '85 raised millions for famine? Famine relief in Africa? It's Farm Aid, right? You guys are saying Live Aid? I'm gonna say Farm Aid. Nick says Nick says USA for Africa. Let's see here.
It was C, Live Aid.
Damn. Who got that right? I wonder if any money got to Africa. A little bit. But the little bit that gets there, say like they send $100, $5 gets there, and then 3 cents of that gets to the target. Dindu says, Tommy, stop staring at me. What the fuck? I wonder if any of the money got to. Oh, we already read that. Slim says A. Sorry, I lost my place.
Then you'll join us. Monopoly? Are you kidding me? I'd love a game.
I thought you had a lot of work.
You already know what I'm about to do.
I won all of these. Good thing I can go half and half when I'm mix and match for $6.99 each.
No, don't.
I bet we've been together for a million years. And I bet we'll be together for a million more. It's like I started on the night we
I still got to make caramel apples tonight. I'm gonna be up all night making caramel apples because I'm listening to Family Matters. Almost. Let's get back up here. The new zoo review. Family Ties, Family Matters. GDM says Family Matters. Patty says Family Ties. The new zoo review by Tommy. Crankster with Family Matters. Slim says Family Ties. Patty, well done by GDM. Dean do Family Matters. And Nick Family Matters. Family Matters was with Urkel. Did I do that? That guy. The Black Family. This is Family Ties. Michael J. Fox.
Recognize that TV show? That's right. It's Family Ties.
For a million more.
What line of small, colorful horses became popular with young girls in the 1980s, featuring brushable manes and tails?
I mean, I'm not even going to stop it for this one, guys. Honestly.
Which 80s song by Bon Jovi starts with the lyrics, Tommy used to work on the docks?
Iliana. Stiggs. Tommy Sting. Give me 500 on Seattle. Hold on. What was the question again? Which 80s song by Bon Jovi starts with the lyrics, Tommy used to work on the docks? Tommy used to work on the docks. I don't know that song. I know which. I'm going to say C. Now let me see what the chat says. What the hell is this? Take a second to reflect. No, thank you. I'm good for this second on reflection. It's Ties, Family Ties. You look just like IRCO. Urkel. Oh, Urkel. Oh no, that's the nerd guy. So we got A, My Little Pony. We did that one. My Little. Oh, you guys are quick with that. Sorry. So Strawberry Shortcake says Dean. He's always going with Strawberry Shortcake. So this one we got Living on a Prayer, Living on a Prayer, Living on a Prayer. Nick says A, You Give Love a Bad Name. GDM Living on a Prayer, Cranky Living on a Prayer, Patty Living on a Prayer, Living on a Prayer. Stiggs, Damn Stiggs, yep. Gina Down on Luck says Slim. You guys said Living on a Prayer. I said Wanted Dead or Alive.
That was D, Living on a Prayer.
And Bon Jovi's a live hard.
What is the name of this movie?
Never seen any of these movies. There was like 2 or 3 of them, right? ALV's in the house. Stupid, says Tommy. What's up, ALV? We're doing some 80s trivia. We got Lethal Weapon, which was Mel Gibson and Danny Glover, and that is Bruce Willis. We have Backdraft. We have Die Hard, Gen X. Hello, have you been here, Gen X? Did you sneak in here, or have you been here? Hello to you, if you're just getting here. The best Christmas movie ever. Die Hard. Oh, it was a Christmas movie. Die Hard. Yeah, I never seen it. That's not true. I did see part of one because in like somebody like who was the dude that was in that? That was what's his name? Who was the motherfucker? Who was the bad guy in that movie? Not Hannibal Lecter. Who was that? Mel Gibson? That's Bruce Willis. Have a good one, Slim. Thanks for hanging out. He has a famous line, but I can't remember what it is. Alan Rickman. Okay, that was the bad. Yeah, that dude. Yeah, he played a good bad guy. That guy. Bruce Willis is this guy.
Of course, yeah, it's Die Hard. Who was the British Prime Minister during most of the 1980s?
Tony Blair, Margaret Thatcher, John Major, or David Cameron. I need to go grab some water real quick. The best is yet to begin. Anybody? You're goddamn right. Excuse my language. We fight. That's what we do. We're gonna fight. No clue. Thatcher. Yeah, Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher. You know, there's a thing about Margaret Thatcher and Ronald Reagan signed something with some type of bottled. It's why we all drink shitty bottled water now. They like screwed up the whole water thing. They made it to where we couldn't drink good water anymore. I don't know if anybody knows anything about that. It was like the something Clean Water Act of 1984 or some bullshit. Tommy was on a roll before you jumped on ALV. Yep, ALV's got them all worked up. I need to go run to the bathroom real quick, guys. I'm going to go fill my water up. I'll be right back.
Welcome back. Your dreams, your chicken ride. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you. But those dreams every day they turn around. You thought they need you. You thought they'd be back here. Where were you back there? Guarantees in my life, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. We always could spot red. Welcome back. And I smile when you think I must have been. And I know what's true, you were learning. Was there something back again? Could ever lead you? I care where we did you. Yeah, easy my life, 'cause I got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. There were tears in my life. Welcome back, welcome back. But you got him on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, the tears in my life. You got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
All right, I'm back. Reminding me of Soylent Green. Cranky lived down in Florida. I was hoping there would be some music when we were on hold. Yep. It won't be long until it's in our taps with. Yeah, right. All right. Margaret Thatcher.
Correct. It's B, Margaret Thatcher. Which 80s TV show featured 4 older women living together in Miami?
Oh, Tommy and Thinda, you better not lie. Did you watch this show or not? Were you a fan or not? Gen X, Nick. I love that show. Oh yeah, ALV. I mean, by how quick you guys responded, I would have to say, yeah, 2 guys before the girls. Cranky, hey teacher. Chris Trock says, salute everyone. Chris Trock, what's going down? So Tommy and Theen do disappear all of a sudden. Huh? The Golden Girls come on, and all of a sudden Theen do and Tommy are gone. Tommy has a meeting.
The answer is C, Golden Girls.
See if you can guess that movie just from that. Because now I got to play the Golden Girls theme song. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I got to hear a little bit of it. This says the extended version.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road, back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. And if you threw a party, you invited everyone to. You would see the.
Man, I love that show because it just, especially like just even hearing that theme song. You know, I don't know if that was like on Sunday nights or when that would come on, but it was just always a good time. You know, at least that whenever that show was popular, it just was like, you know, I was just like a teenager, just having the time of my life. It just was a good time back then. But now you wake up, this hurts, that hurts. Definitely not Sandlot. I got E.T. Dean Deuce puking. Let me get back to the top here. Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Gen X says he's gonna be hosting a game show between 2 girls going head to head over the Golden Girls. That's awesome. So everybody says E.T. except for who said Sandlot? Gen X says Sandlot or Lean on Me. No, maybe Stand By Me meant. Definitely not Lean on Me. They were all black and Lean on Me. Saying E.T. Let's play a couple more seconds of it. That's what I'm gonna do on all these ones to stop it quick on the movie one. Yeah, see, because if just even playing it that much more, now we all know it's E.T., right?
Which movie was that? Yeah, it's E.T., the extraterrestrial.
Great movie, when it came out. Drew Barrymore was in that. A little girl.
In what year did Prince Charles and Lady Diana get married? A wedding watched by millions around the world.
Wow, this one's hard. I mean, it's neither here nor there, but will anybody get this right? I just stepped off for a minute. Did you just say you wake up and this hurts and that hurts? Are you kidding me, pal? Wait till you get a little older. I already know, Gina. I started doing peptides. I take the Wolverine stack. I just finished my first week. PBC 157 and TB 500. And it's supposed to be like anti-aging, regenerate your tissue. I don't know what it does, but my elbows are just been super sore since I worked out a couple months ago throwing punches at this bag, and ever since then my elbows have been jacked up. So I'm hoping it helps. Lean on Me is about Crazy Joe. That was a great movie. That was a great movie. They rewrite the school alma mater, the school song. So we got D by Nick. Cranky says 80. Oh hell, I didn't know that. It says Gen X. About I forgot what we were talking about on that one. No clue. Brit Royals. No American should know this. Agreed. Hey teacher says 81. We got to go. Mary Burke just called. Well, got to go. Mary Burke just called. Oh, listen to theme do. But I was Prague, so 1981. She says. Let you know how it works. He said they used to call me Crazy Joe. Now they just call me Batman. That was an awesome movie. Morgan Freeman.
The correct answer is B, 1981.
We're just going to take a quick detour for 60 seconds. Share screen. See if I can just find something on it here. PDB C 157.
Having dinner with a client of mine the other day, and he has BPC 157 that he's using because he just had surgery, and he went to a world-renowned surgeon, very famous. He asked him about BPC 157, and he basically said, it can work really well. I have clients that do it really well. Now, I can't prescribe it at the moment. Yeah, it works really well. Chew on that.
Never seen that before.
BPC 157 doesn't actually work by being present in your blood. This is very similar to what's happening with MOTS-C. MOTS-C is triggering a cascade of events that flip on the AMPK effect. It's not MOTS-C being present in your blood that's doing that work. It's like
Where's the Joe Rogan one? Let's see here.
too, the Wolverine stack. Yeah, man. Well, that's the thing about peptides too, the Wolverine stack. BP157 and TB500. I don't know if you ever get injured. If you ever get injured, get immediately on BP157 and TB500.
I didn't hear about TB500. What's that one?
Thymosin beta 500.
Oh, yes.
It's in conjunction with BPC 157. It is a fucking phenomenal stack. And it just really helps injuries.
I didn't know they called it the Wolverine stack.
That's what they call it, the Wolverine
For
stack.
healing,
Yeah, because you fucking heal incredibly well. Like it quickly. I was talking to a pro football player, pulled his hamstring. He's like, dude, I shot that shit right into my hamstring for 2 weeks, and I was right back on the field.
Wow.
I was like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
And then let me just one more thing. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I just want to read something on it really quick. Tell me what PBC 157 is. Oops. Tell me what PBC 157 is. Okay. PBC 157 is a body protection compound, a synthetic peptide made of 15 amino acids. It's derived from a protective protein found in the human stomach juice. How it works: new blood vessels helps grow new blood vessels to bring blood and food to hurt tissue. Collagen building, less swelling, that type of thing. So, yeah, we'll get back to the thing. But if anybody wants peptides, I can get them. Just so you know, my buddy started a company. WayneG.com. His website, I think his website's up, but you can't order it from the website yet. But very soon you'll be able to. And he's got a ton of them. He can also get the GLPs and you know, the I don't think he has Ozempic, but he's got pretty much he can get it. He and he's super knowledgeable on this shit too. Anyway, so how's it working? Says Nick. Well, I've only done 1 week, but I'm also doing NAD plus. And so I'm just going to look this up too real quick. What is the NAD plus peptide? Nicotinamide.
NAD, or nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, is a nucleotide coenzyme, not a peptide. Essential for energy production, DNA repair, and metabolism. It acts as a cellular fuel, supporting mitochondria and sirtuins. While used to target fatigue and improve mental clarity, NAD therapy's long-term effects have limited clinical data, and it's not FDA approved. For medical advice or a diagnosis, consult a professional.
I am the professional, so if you guys need any consulting on it, even though I don't know what it stands for, please just allow me. But yeah, no, seriously. As far as the NAD goes, do I feel anything yet? I mean, I would say I do. You know, it's kind of subtle, but I feel like, well, the first day that I took it, because you only do the NAD twice a week. So I do the NAD on Sundays and Wednesdays. The first day that I took it was on last Sunday. I took a nap in the afternoon and I slept hard. Normally I would take a little nap, but I slept hard for like 3 hours right after I took those 2 shots. And then I was up till like midnight. Like, I don't know, I'm talking about up. And normally I'm in bed by like 8 o'clock. Like tonight, I'll probably be in bed by like 8:30. No, I'll probably not be to bed till like 9:30 tonight because I got to make caramel apples still, but I go to bed early. And that stuff had me, you know, not wired, but I just had a lot of energy. So I highly recommend, you know, you guys, I don't know if you guys know my theory, but I'm not a doctor guy. I don't like to go to the doctor. I like to just take care of myself. So royal jelly, 100% royal jelly is great. And I don't have any more, but I do take royal jelly. In fact, you can get, I've had 2 types of royal jelly, 3 types. Actually, I do have royal jelly. Now that I think about it, I need to pull those out because I got some generic ones. Might as well just take them. Yeah, of course, you get the pill form, but you can also get the little vials that come with the little, you stab the little straw in there and you actually drink the liquid. And that stuff is got, I mean, it is very good for you. So, you want that info? Let me just see if it is, let me see if I can find his. Yeah. Here we go. Oingy Pep. Let me see if you guys are looking at this. This is my buddy Kevin. This is his website. It's called Oingy Pep. And so you go to the products. And it's got the NAD Plus, the BP 157, the TB 500. And I'm taking a combination of those two. The R3TA, I have no idea what these are, but they have melatonin, all this stuff. And you just click on each one and you can read all about it. He's got all this stuff on there. He spent thousands of dollars on this website. So Gen X, if you want wingpep.com. And yeah, I mean, if I can even hook you up with my buddy Kevin, you know, he's super nice dude. I'm gonna bring him on the show one of these days and have him talk about it. So, sorry guys, we're gonna get back to Jeopardy. Not Jeopardy. Trivia. 80s trivia.
What major nuclear disaster occurred in 1986 in the Soviet Union?
Nobody ever seen this documentary? They got a couple cool documentaries on this, man. That was like some scary shit. Nick is coming in hot with C, GDM, Gen X, Hey Teacher, Crankster, Chernobyl. That was a big deal. 86. Man, they scared the shit out of us with all the nuclear shit back in the 80s, didn't they? You know? I know they got me good as a kid.
That was C, Chernobyl.
Imagine being able to build anything.
I'll tell you what, I'm so sick of these Sono commercials, or this is Base 44, but those AI music commercials for Sono. If I see another one of those commercials.
Which sitcom debuted in 1989 and later became one of the most popular TV shows of the 1990s?
I mean, it debuted in 1989. This is a tough one. It's all a blur to me. I have no clue. Zero. Zip zilchy. I'll be at church, so I won't make it to Theandu's tomorrow. Did they bomb the Chernobyl dome a few months ago? Didn't they bomb? I don't know. I don't know. So let's see here. So you're saying D for this one, Gen X? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. A teacher says Seinfeld. Nick says Frasier. Cranky says Friends. So everybody, you want to laugh? I bought this house from two Chernobyl survivors. Did you really? That's crazy. They just what year did you buy the house? Patty says Seinfeld. Hey, teacher says Seinfeld. Oh, Ukraine cracked it on. Damn. Man, this world is all fucked up. Fresh Prince, Seinfeld. I threw a dart and it landed on A. I'll go with C, says Steendy. Seinfeld. It debuted in 1989. So that means in the 90s was Seinfeld. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Fresh Prince, I guess would be that's definitely 90s too, though, right? It could be it I mean, it could be any of them. It could still be Friends too. I don't know. You guys are usually right when the majority is usually right. So it's more than likely it's Seinfeld, but I definitely wouldn't bet on it. Let's find out.
Yeah, nice. It was C, Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
What TV show is this?
I mean, this one is just easy money right here. Do 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 one uno momento. Do 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 do. All right, sorry guys. We got Miami Vice, Crockett and Tubbs, Miami Vice. Looks like Gen X was first and GDM was right behind. A teacher. Everybody says Nick. Super music, superb music. Yep. You know we got to do it.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord,
How much time we got?
I've been waiting for this moment
25 minutes.
all my life. Oh Lord, can you feel it coming in the air tonight? Oh Lord, oh Lord. Well, you told me you were drowning. I would not lend a hand.
Don't do that. Come on, use your spoon. You know better than that. No. Hello.
Caroline,
Sonny?
I need to know something, Caroline.
I don't want to get whacked. We better shut it off there. Smuggler's Blues. Yeah, it was great. Phil Collins. All right, let's keep going here.
That's right, it's Miami Vice. Which 80s movie featured the song Don't You Forget About Me by Simple Minds?
You forget about me. I don't really have. I know which one it's not, but if what they had was real, Cranky, you're stopping it there. Yeah, I don't want to get. I don't want to. If I play that whole thing, they'll probably cut off the stream because it's too long. Nick says A. The Breakfast Club. Cranky says A. I know the tune, but don't know the movie. A teacher says Breakfast Club. A teacher was in there first with Breakfast Club. All right, let's see.
It's A, The Breakfast Club. What soft drink introduced in 1985 was a marketing failure for Coca-Cola?
Soft drink introduced in 1985 was a marketing failure for Coca-Cola. Crystal Pepsi, Diet Coke, a new Coke, or Cherry Coke? New Coke, everyone says. Yeah. The new formula. Remember they had the new formula and it tasted like shit. I tried to pretend like I liked it for a minute. So you never heard of it? Yeah, new Coke. It was out for a little while.
Correct, it's C, New Coke. Which tech company released the first Macintosh computer in 1984? You got it.
Whoops. I was still thinking about the new Coke. My bad, guys. It was Apple on that one. We're gonna have to skip this one.
It's D, Apple.
Because I was thinking, like, why did they fucking do that in the first place? You know what I mean? There had to have been a reason. They're not, it's a multi-quadrillion dollar. They're not just gonna like, you know what we should do today? Let's change the recipe. There had to have been a reason.
Which artist had a major hit with the song Billie Jean in 1983?
And this one's pretty easy, right? We got Apple. Yep, sorry about that one. Michael Jackson. Remember the Mac was the size of a dig house. Remember the Mac. Oh, it was the size of a dog house. Yes. Lasada, you have to go do your apples. You're stalling. I know. Well, I have to go. Yeah, I got to go buy them and all that first too. So. Yep, I'll get them done. Someone's in there cooking them now anyway. So. Of course, Michael Jackson and Billie Jean.
Correct again. It was B, Michael Jackson. Guess the movie by the screenshot.
Yeah. Pretty sure. Yeah, I was gonna guess Gen X. Oh, I was just gonna say it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the other people, some people wouldn't get it right because they didn't know this one before. Gen X got it. Hey Teacher got it. Patty loves the game night. Yeah, me too. It's fun. Hey, you guys. Chunk, right? Oh no, that was the fat kid. What was that guy's name? What was the creepy dude's name? Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Sloth, yes. Sandlot was a great one too. Yeah. Nick says Goonies. Yep, definitely the Goonies. And they're making a Goonies too.
The answer is the Goonies. What popular action figure toy line of the 80s was based on military characters and had its own cartoon series?
You know, my buddy, and I'm gonna get some I'll get some good pictures of it. In fact, he's probably open now. He ordered some cupcakes and stuff from me the other day. And he's this dude, Larry, is a super toy collector. And he's got, in fact, I don't know if Dean Dude's still in the chat. Let me go to my Facebook real quick, see if he's got anything up there. He got a space in an antique shop. Like it's taking up 3 spaces. Well, there's see if he's got any pictures. I mean, this dude has a Stretch Armstrong, which I think is worth like $2,000. I mean, he just has. Okay, well, here's one picture. I'm just going to show you real quick. He doesn't have any pictures of a store, but he's got stuff like this. You know. Oh wait, it's got 16 pictures. I don't know why we're getting a million pictures of the same thing. But he's got, I mean, he literally has stores full. Here's some Kiss stuff. I don't want to show all of his personal Facebook, but I can't wait to get some good video of that. Ben Cooter, yeah. Remember Gumby and Pokey? Yeah. I used to have that. My name on Facebook is I'm gonna go back to my Facebook real quick. It's just Jason Osada. I'll go to my homepage real quick here. Jason Osada. It's the one with there's a couple of them on there, but it's the one with 5,500 followers. You'll find all my latest creations. Let's play a little bit more and then I got to get going. So what did everybody put on this one? I mean, this one was pretty easy, right? G.I. Joe, yep. CCC. Hey, teacher says Thundercats on this one. And for you He-Man fans from the 80s, I highly recommend the new Masters of the Universe movie. Is it really? Interesting. Thank you, Patty. I'm a popular dude. Well, I made a fatal mistake on Facebook when the fake assassination happened in Butler, Pennsylvania, when he said he got shot in the ear. That the day that happened, I had just reached 5,400 followers, and it's taken me a year, and then I lost like 150 people in 24 hours because I said something about Trump on Facebook. Now it's just straight. I will never say nothing about politics ever again on Facebook. Business on Facebook. YouTube is for, my opinions. So, thank you. We'll go back. I don't mind showing off my chocolate real quick. Why not? Let's go to my photos. Shall we? What can we look at here? Strawberry crunch with white chocolate. And the thing about a chocolate strawberry that, that I'm just so, to this day, 100,000 strawberries I've dipped in chocolate. It's just how smooth the chocolate is. You can, when they're wet, you can see yourself in the reflection. I can almost see myself in the reflection of that strawberry right there. Which is one of the reasons why, I'm still in business, I think. And I don't make very much money doing it, but it's just because how much I love to do it. Sweet tea sent me a picture of these the other day, so I just made them just because. Didn't sell them. Huckleberry cheesecake with my huckleberry filling that I make. Little cupcake in a jar. These were supposed to be a new trend, the dot cakes. I bought $30 worth of sprinkles. They'll have those. The sprinkles will probably outlast me. My kids will be like, why did dad buy 17 pounds of sprinkles? Who's Tom? I liked MySpace. We could personalize our profiles. I love those pencils. Thank you. Heard MySpace is rebooting and not gonna have an algorithm. MySpace was the first one, right? Yeah. I miss Tom. Yeah, Tom was the guy on MySpace. Tom on MySpace. He would be everybody's friend on MySpace, right? Thank you, GDM. I'm gonna be able to ship here. I need to figure that out. Some of the stuff you can't ship, but let me get to the wider picture so we don't do a lot of duplicates. My lemon cupcakes. I need to work on my cupcakes. I have this version. I need to step up my cupcake game. Some of my caramel apples. Same thing with my apples, like my apples, you can see your reflection in the apple. It's like super smooth. No bubbles. My Minnie Mouse apple. Mickey and Minnie Mouse caramel apple. I made those a few years ago. I haven't made those for a couple years. The picture of my stand. This is at the farmer's market, and that's where I was at today. This picture's from July, but I go there every Saturday. Picture of my cheesecake banner.
So, you know how
Got some dark chocolate pecan turtles with Maldon sea salt. Okay. My little strawberry shortcakes. The Dubai bars. That's right. I got to order. I was thinking to myself today, am I gonna make more Dubai bars for Halloween? I think I should. Make a batch. I haven't had any in stock for a few months now. Caramel apples, some pretzel rods. Somebody ordered those for a party a couple months ago. White chocolate fruity pebble bark. Simple but addictive. Chocolate covered peanuts. I made some cinnamon rolls. These are store-bought cinnamon rolls, but I made a huckleberry glaze. You never know till you try. Huckleberry and cinnamon. It's it wasn't popular. Hot cocoa bombs and some chocolate dip spoons. I bought this set of mugs. There was 4 of them, 4 different colors, and I designed my hot cocoa bombs and spoons around the mug. And then I gave them away. It was for Christmas a few years ago. I gave like 4 sets away. Old fashioned jelly nougat candy. I make that from scratch. I can't make that though because I always end up eating all of it. This is what my table looked like a few years ago when hot cocoa bombs were popular. All those are hot cocoa bombs. Pokeballs, Mickey and Minnie Mouse. I've got Harry Potter butterbeer bombs there. Bunch of Christmas ones. I've made thousands of hot cocoa bombs. Thousands of them. Chocolate strawberries on trays. I did these for a party. Chocolate covered cinnamon gummy bears. Reese's peanut butter cup cupcakes. What else we got? Deviled strawberries. Bonbons. What do you call these? Truffles. These are salted caramel truffles with edible cocoa butter on top. You got to use a magnet mold for these ones. If you guys have ever seen a magnet mold. Slim and I made these live on a show one night. Bacon maple caramel apples. Gina might remember those. Here's another hot cocoa bomb set. Some farm themed strawberries. Some weed themed strawberries. Some Halloween. There's a whole bunch of different ones there. What else we got? Bunny ears out of marshmallows. This is all chocolate, not the baseball, but the controller. It's an Xbox, chocolate Xbox controller. You fill it with candy, and then you seal it off with chocolate, and it comes with a mallet in a box. You break it open, it's like a chocolate pinata. I also have skulls, Halloween skulls. I'll make those this year again too. That you fill with candy and you bust open. Some little Star Wars Yoda strawberries. These are chocolate covered Oreos with edible images on them. I did this for a bingo hall party. Demon Hunter Rice Krispie treats for a party. Lots of strawberries. Like I said, my best guess is that it's got to be 100,000. I used to sell a lot more strawberries than I do now. If the economy would ever turn around, we might have a chance again of pulling some numbers like I used to. But because strawberries is a local thing. Can't banana cream cupcakes. All right, that's enough. As I forget half the shit that I've made. This right here is a popular one. Banoffee pie. Dulce leche, banana whipped cream pie crust. Surprisingly good combination. Like candy corn cupcakes in a jar. They didn't sell. I mean, a couple people bought a couple. But now these are good. I call these my apple pie caramel apples. Cinnamon and sugar, white chocolate, and pecans on a caramel. All right, I'm done. Osada Sweets and Treats, thank you. Yeah, thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. Nothing better than a Granny Smith with the caramel. Yeah, I do Granny Smith and Honeycrisp. Give people an option. Now, like I said, I made a batch I made some on Thursday because somebody at the market last week said you should start doing caramel apples. Meaning, like just start bringing them out every week. I said, okay, yeah, no problem. And I said, as long as it's not too hot, I will. So, and so they all sold, and somebody, I got to make some. I have a kid that buys 10 peanut caramel apples at a time. He hasn't bought any for a long time, but he hit me up today. So I'll be making more apples tonight. Cranky just gained 2 pounds. Yeah, I did a strawberry festival in Faircrest back in June. June isn't really known for caramel apples, but the deal for that strawberry festival was you got to bring one strawberry related item, and someone was already doing chocolate strawberries, so I couldn't do that. So I thought, oh, what can I do? I was like, you know what? I know no one's going to be doing caramel apples. I was like, let me do caramel apples. So I rolled a few caramel apples and strawberry crunch, and I didn't want to be stuck with a whole bunch of apples. I had never done this event before, so I think I made like 75 apples, and it was a 4-hour event. Those apples sold out in the first hour. And my daughter and my granddaughter and her friends come out there, and they're like, Dad, why is nobody at your stand? They were feeling bad for me. I was like, I already sold out. There was I had a couple of chocolate peanuts and a couple things left over that I didn't actually sell, but the apples were wiped out, 75 of them in the first hour. I was like, damn. And I even raised the price for that event. I think I charged $7 for the plain, $8 for the one topping, and then the apple pie one was $9. And I made some of those too. So you just never know. It's not always like that though. Like today kind of sucked at the farmer's market. It was just, it was good weather, but it was supposed to rain. It didn't rain, so that was good, but it was just cloudy and it just wasn't a lot of people. It is what it is. All right, let's get back to the trivia and play a couple more. And then I do got to go make those apples. So we did this one in G.I. Joe, right?
Yeah, see, G.I. Joe.
One of the best movies of all time. This movie's a trip, man. This movie right here alone will send you down a rabbit hole. If you've never, you know, the whole movie, it's like The Shining. The whole thing is got an ulterior motive or ulterior plot. There's some crazy stuff in that movie. Back to the Future. Oh, I said it. Nick said Clueless. I think we get rain on Monday, Cranky says. Patty, I think you're right. Yeah, it is Back to the Future. I gave it away. Sorry. This movie, this movie comes out in 1985. And the thing about this movie was that they talked about is that it was going to predict things, and it started getting like it predicted, I think, the Florida Marlins, and there wasn't even a Florida team back then. And there was like a homeless guy holding a sign that said Florida wins. And then in the year and then they really did win in that year. But that's not what I'm about to say. So Marty, which is Michael J. Fox, is supposed to meet Doc in a parking lot. Oh, we got to play this scene for you guys. Damn it. Give me 1 second. I got to show you guys this. It's a trip. Give me 1 sec. Just let me cue it up. So I got to get through 2 commercials on this one. Wait, is this the Lone Pine Mouse thing? Right, here we go. I got 1 sec. That's not it. Anyway, I guess it's not meant to be right. I'll find it next time. But basically what happens is he's got to go meet Doc down a parking lot, and he's late. He's supposed to be there at 1 a.m., but it's 1:15 as he's running down the road. And it's the Twin Pine Malls. Okay, is the mall he's going to. And on this clock, on this reader board, it shows the time in the twin malls. It's 2 trees, but it looks like the Twin Towers, and because the way the trees are, it looks like it has smoke coming off. And mind you, this is 1985, and so right when he runs past it, it goes from 1:15 to 1:16. What you turn it upside down, it becomes 9/11 that time, and then at the end of the movie, the Twin Pine Mall turns into the Lone Pine Mall because one of the trees gets knocked out when he goes back to the future. And so at the end of the movie, it's no longer the Twin Pine Malls, it becomes the Lone Pine Mall, which of course there's only became 1 twin tower. It's a whole freaking thing. You just have to see it. Anyway, let's just get back to it. It's crazy. And that's not the only thing. I'm telling you, that whole movie from start to finish is about, basically just the Illuminati. It's about Saturn, and it's about this whole story. It's fucking nuts, man. You really wonder about some of that shit. But and when it comes to 9/11, it was in a whole bunch of movies. It was, they foretold it in a few things like Batman, and I can't remember. But anyway, let's get back to the trivia, shall we?
What movie was it? Of course, yeah. Back to the Future. Which US president famously declared, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall," in a 1987 speech?
Osada, let's do that movie first for movie night. Yeah, that would be awesome. Reagan, D. Reagan. Everyone says Reagan. Yep. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall.
That was D. Ronald Reagan.
T-Mobile 5G home internet.
Which 1980s video arcade game involves shooting at aliens descending from the top of the screen?
I always talk about my arcade machine, but you know, my mom had bought an arcade machine brand new from Costco in 2007, and now I have it, you know, because when she passed away, and it's got 100 video games on it. It's got the wheel. I love it. It's in my storage room. It's one of the main reasons why I'll always pay for that storage so I can find something to do with all my stuff. But Chicago Game Company. I'm there, dude. Bolton Arcade 2. Look at audio on that screen. This is the one here. But this one says they have 300 plus favorites. Mine only has 100. But I can actually get it. You can actually buy a chip. It's been a long time since I've even been on here, but I'm pretty sure you can buy a chip to upgrade it. But it's got 2 joysticks with the 6 buttons, and then it's got the wheel, the ball in the middle for golden tee and bowling. I mean, the one that I have has like Final Fight and Street Fighter, and I mean Moon Patrol, Space Invaders, Missile Command. It's got a shit ton of games. I love that thing, but it hurts my wrist when I play it. Anyway, back to the games. Petty, I guess, as well. Asteroids. Oh, so do you have that? That's so cool. Yeah. Is it like a pinball? No, it's just like it's no pinball on it. It's just a regular arcade machine. But it just you can choose from 100 different games, and you can even choose instead of scrolling through like all 100 games, you can choose the games that were made by Atari or Capcom or whoever made them. You know, yeah, it's got. I love that thing. I'm not a video game player. I just like it for nostalgia. My friend used to have one game, Donkey Kong, the arcade machine. Yeah, my buddy Kevin, the one that does the peptides, when I was at his house last week to pick him up, he's got a badass one, The Simpsons, where it's got 4 joystick things or whatever. It was pretty cool. Pinball hurts your wrist too. Well, the game that hurt my wrist on the arcade one, the last one I played was Space Invaders. That cooked my wrist. I won't play that one. But they're a lot of fun to play, you know. All right, let's see here. I don't even remember what this one was. Okay, this one had to been Galaga. Did anybody put Galaga? Asteroids, Pac-Man, C, C, D, D. Yeah, this one is this was Galaga.
That's it, yeah. A. Galaga.
Galaga.
Who was assassinated in 1980, shocking fans around the world?
1980. Assassinated. Well, we know Princess Diana was assassinated. You know, she was killed in a car accident, just like Charlie Kirk was killed with a 30-06 from somebody from a rooftop. You know what I mean? Let me close that one out and that one out and that one out and that one. We got BB Lennon. Yep. Man, that's so sad, right? He would have made such awesome music still, probably, you would think.
The answer is B. John Lennon.
And he was killed by some crazy dude that, like right outside of his apartment. And didn't that dude have a copy of the book of Mice and Men on him or something like that? He was like some weirdo.
Guess the TV show.
You know, you just, when it comes to John Lennon, those stories like that, with what we know now and the way these guys are, what they're capable of doing to us and stuff, you know, it makes you wonder about people like that. You know, who really killed John Lennon? You know, why was he killed? You know what I mean? Money, money, money. Cheers. Killed by the Queen, Diana, right? Yep. Everybody knows your name on this one. We played this song the other day.
The correct answer is Cheers. Which video camera format, introduced in the 1980s, became the standard for consumer video recording?
It's crazy because, well, I don't want to give it away, but one of them, I thought, you know, I was jealous because my cousins had one of them. I'm like, damn, we got this one. And they always had everything better than us. We borrowed their motorhome to go on vacation. They were the rich cousins, you know what I mean? So the fact that they had this one, I'm like, that's fucked up. I knew it. We're poor. We got to have this one. But then it turned out that the one they had didn't last. Cranky says A. The video home. Nick says D. Which video camera format introduced in the 1980s became the standard for consumer video recording? Yeah, this is a confusing one again. Anybody else? We got A and D. I was just going to assume it was VHS, but when I read it again, because talking about video recording, yeah, I don't know. I'm still going to go with VHS. We'll see. My cousins had Betamax.
That's right, A. VHS.
What is that? Oh, video. Is that Video Home Studio or something? Is that what it stands for?
What candy's slogan in the 1980s was melt in your mouth, not in your hands?
You know, it's crazy because candy used to be, I think, a good thing, and now, I mean, it was always like, you know, not going to be great for you, but now it's just like filled with just garbage. Camera recording on machine code. Nick says B. Cranky says B. M&M's says Patty with the question mark. How would I say that? M&M's? Does that sound questionable enough, Patty? M&M's? Let's see here.
The answer is B, M&M's.
M&M.
What does the phrase totally rad mean in 80s slang?
Dangerous, fantastic, fake, or lame? Well, this question's kind of lame. Totally red. Don't eat the red ones. Didn't they used to do if you find a gray one or like a weird purple one or something, you win $1 million. I think I seen somebody on like Rosie O'Donnell or something one time. Everybody says B. Yeah, fantastic.
That's it, yeah. B, it's fantastic. Can you guess the name of this TV show?
All right, I gotta wrap it up, guys. I do gotta get going. I do gotta go get those apples. We got Cosby. The green ones. Hey, teacher's laughing. Cosby the weirdo. Yep. Yeah. We got to do one more. We can't leave it on the Cosby, the weirdo guy, the fucking rapist.
Correct. It's The Cosby Show. Which 80s catchphrase from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure is often used to describe something impressive?
Oh, I forgot about that movie. I never watched that. I mean, I want to say C, but that kind of also sounds like Wayne's World. Party on. Excellent. Right? I have no clue on this one. We got an excellent. Excellent. Okay. See, I never seen this one. Excellent. Oh, that's right. Excellent. Okay.
Nice, yeah. It's C. Excellent.
Sweet. All right, you guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out. That was fun. My voice is shot now. I gotta go get my apples. I don't think I'm gonna do them till the morning because I don't have to leave till like 9. So go buy them and have them ready to dip them in the morning. I gotta go to bed pretty soon. But that was a lot of fun. I appreciate you guys hanging out and happy Saturday night. And we'll see y'all soon. How do I hit the gong?